Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit is up here, back again with Suzumiya Haruhi. We're on episode 7, and in the last episode, or I guess the last two, we kind of learned about the sort of interdimensional areas in which sort of envelops, or at least gradually is sort of like, I guess, expanding out and eventually would, like, you know, envelop the whole world, but is kept in check by Espas. So what's his name, Itsuki, or Koizumi, and all of his Espa buddies and whatnot. So we'll learn about like sort of the dimensions and whatever, and Kyon was sort of brought into one by Itsuki, and then in the next episode immediately you know, Suzumiya's sort of like overcome with a hell of a lot of boredom. She kind of goes home. Kyon goes to sleep. He wakes up with Suzumiya in another dimension, like, you know, the interdimension fucking place. And the only way out was to kiss her with the whole fucking fairy tale thing that was being that was kept being told by like Yuki and Mikuru. So yeah, there's this whole thing about like still trying to figure out what like role Kyon does actually play in Haruhi's world, if he's even just a normal human or what. I kind of seem to think that maybe he's not, because he's sort of like doesn't give a fuck attitude. Like this whole thing's just like passing him by, and he's like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't sort of like add up. So yeah, there's that whole thing. But yeah, they're back now. He managed to obviously bring them back with a kiss. So we'll have to see where we go from here and see what happens. So without further ado, we're just gonna get in episode 7, see what we'll get. So let's go. She's still dressing up. It's just become a regular thing now. Every time she goes to the club room, she has to dress up as something.
5月に春日が SOS 団を立ち上げて早くも今は6月だ。まあそれはそれとして今回はこんな話である。みんな野球大会に行ってるわよ。
Why would you want to join in a baseball tournament?
なぜか俺が疲れるからくりになっているからである。
I guess it's something to do.
で、誰が出るんだって？この草野球大会とやらに。私たちに決まってるじゃない。その私たちというのは俺たちも入ってるのか。メンツを揃える必要があるわね。野球部に仮入部したこともあるから一通りこなしたわ。面白くなかったからすぐ帰ったけど。その面白くなかった野球の大会にどうして参加しないといかんのか。我々の存在を天下に知らしめるチャンスだわ。
So she's doing it for publicity.
ね、ナイスアイデアでしょ、みくるちゃん。ね、いいでしょ、野球。
Fuck's sake.
いいんじゃないですか。
たまには反論の一つでもしてやれよ。
宇宙人やユーマを探して歩き回るよりよほど健康的だと思いますが。
It's got a point.
他の4人のメンツはどこからかき集めるつもりだ。そこらを歩いてる暇そうなのを捕まえればいいじゃない。とりあえず谷口と国木だなら暇そうだが。
Yeah, just ask his mates.
私のお友達でよろしければ。じゃあそれ。
Mikuru has a friend.
いいらしい。待てよ、朝比奈さんの友達？
大丈夫です。この時間。クラスで知り合ったお友達ですから。
She almost
では
got away.
僕も実は我々に興味を抱いている知り合いに心当たり。
俺が何とかする。なぜだろう。その答えは簡単だ。つまり春日はただ退屈だったのだ。
この場所貸してくんない？それから野球道具も。
ああ、何言ってんだ。そんなわけにいくか。
いいじゃん、ちょっとくらい。ね、みくるちゃん。
Oh my fucking hell.
わかりやすい青春。
Fucking hell.
に SOS 団の未来がかかってるの。
Bless. Oh man.
大丈夫ですか？立てません。
キョン君ダメ。私と仲良くなんかしたらま 後半今日みくるちゃん戻りなさい。
招待状だ。
もういいわ。よーし、今日はここまでね。
驚きですね。本当にちょうど1000本ぴったりですよ。
長門、試合当日だがな、雨を降らせてくれないか。雨天中止になりそうなでかい
Make
や
it
つ。
rain.
できなくはない。ただし推奨はできない。
なぜだ。
局地的な環境情報の改ざんは惑星の生態系に後遺症を発生させる可能性がある。
後遺症ってどれぐらい後だ。
数百年から1万年。
じゃあやめた方がいいな。
いい。
I'm sure I was gonna throw a
そん
thousand
な
of
こん
those.
なで試合の日がやってきた。
君がキョン君？みくるからよく聞いてるよ。へえ。お友達の鶴屋さんです。
谷口です。よろしくお願いします。
国木田です。何考えてんの？あんた、あんなのに野球やらせる気なの？
あんなのとは失礼。あんなんでも俺の妹だぞ。
小学5年生、
Yes.
10歳って自己紹介されたわ。あんたの妹とは思えないくらい素直そうないい子ね。
間違って優勝でもしてみろ。絶対面倒なことになる。小学5年生を混ぜておけば、これはもう勝つ方がおかしい。
まあいいわ。
That's hard.
ちょうどいい班でね。あんまりボロ勝ちしても悪いし。
ところでだな、まだ打順も守備位置も決めてないんだが、どうすんだ。
これで決めたら文句ないでしょ。打つ順番と守るとこの2種類ね。それが私はピッチャーで1番だから。
これ初戦の相手は上ヶ原パイレーツという大学生チームで今大会の優勝候補筆頭だそうだ。10点差がついた時点でコールドゲームになるから、今のうちに帰り支度をしておいて早すぎるということはないだろう。
So they just let anybody join?
全然大した球じゃないわよ。私に続きなさい。よろしくお願いします。
Oh, no.
ストライク。ストライ
みくるちゃん、バーンと打つのよ。バーンと。
ク。ストライク。
Oh my god. Didn't even give him a chance.
ストライク。ストライク。ストライク。
Another one.
キョン、あんた絶対打ちなさいよ。
ね
4番でしょ。
ストライ
春日はこんなのを長打にしたのか。
ク。ストライク。
Probably just hoping I hit it so much that you actually did end up hitting it.
ストライク。
Ah, fuck's sake. Damn it. So did anybody manage to get like any points at all?
ストライク。ストライク。アウト。
ナイスディー。
I wonder if Haruhi's just able to win on the event.
フォールボール。
Ball ball.
ストライクゾーンに直球しか投げないもんだから、バレてしまえばそりゃ打たれるだろう。しかも俺たちの守備はサバナのアリ塚以上に穴だらけと来ている。ザルだ。この回なんとか2失点で抑えられたのは
Nice.
相手チームの勝利の女神が遅刻しているからに違いない。
アウト。
薄いわね。やはりあれが必要のようね。ちょっとタイム。
Oh no, she's going to go dress her up in something, isn't she? Cheerlead outfits. Oh my. Really?
ポニーの方がいいかしら。
No, because he likes that.
さあ、いや、大きな声で言いなさい。皆さん、打ってください。
おお、任せてください。
ストライク。アウト。
Yeah, put them off. Of course.
絶対打つのよ。
ストライク。
相手ピッチャーのマジックポイントを減らそうとでもしているのか。
どうやらブロックサインを出しているようですね。
サインなんか決めてたか。
いいえ。ですが、あれは多分スクイズをせよと言っているんでしょう。察するに朝比奈さんがヒットを打つ可能性はほとんどゼロですから。
Jesus Christ, this is the longest
朝比
scene
奈さんが
ever.
バットになんとかボールを当てるくらいならできるだろうと思ったのではないですか。
完全にバレてるけどな。
ストライク。ス
So-
トライク。アウト。
意味不明なサインを出すお前が悪い。 一人でホームスチールでも何でもしてろ。
まずいことになりましたよ。
I'm all picking up on
聞きたくも
something.
ないが言ってみろ。
これまでにない規模の閉鎖空間が発生し始めました。鈴宮さんの機嫌が治らない限り拡大し続け、例のあれも暴れ続ける。なぜなら打順を決める際、我々はくじを引きましたね。その結果、あなたは4番になった。鈴宮さんが望んだからあなたは4番バッターになったのです。そしてあなたが全く4番らしからぬことに失望を感じている。この回で
So
ゴ
I guess-
ールドゲームにならないように全力を尽くしましょう。ここで試合が終わるようなことがあれば、世界が終わってしまうことと同義です。
So I guess the fourth batter is an important one, I guess. Must be.
ランナー。間に合え間に合え。
Nice! Nice catch.
長門さんとうとう
あいつはどうかしましたか。
So giving information to the bat. Home run. It's so nonchalant, isn't it?
属性情報をブースト変更。
何それ。
ホーミングモード。
So no matter who hits it, it'll always it'll always hit it. Nice.
ああ、十分だ。
そう。
ストライクストライクストライク
And then all of a
忘
sudden
れてい
now.
たが。
おかげさまで今のところ閉鎖空間の拡大は抑えられているようですからね。
やれやれ。
Oh. Whoa!
ミステリアスボール。
ストライクツー
おそらく最後であろうバッターも2ストライク。
Look at that ball, man. So.
や
Oh.
れなくてもこれで決まってしまうであろう。すまん、神ヶ原パイレーツ。ラッキー、振り逃げだ長友。球を拾って投げろ。セカンド。
Fucking hell!
どうもすみません。
ゲームセット
長友のインチキマジックのおかげで俺たちは勝っちまったわけだが、
実は僕もそろそろ仲間の手伝いに行かなくてはならないんですよ。
メンバーも足りなくなるし棄権しよ
それがいいでしょう。
う。十分楽しんだだろ。小泉は休養入ったって言うし。
あんたがそれでいいならまあいいわ。
本当にありがとう。
いえいえ。
ああ君そのバットだが
だってあんちゃん食べたよね。ここは今日のおごりだから。
ああ、いいか。神ヶ原パイレーツの健闘を祈る。
What to do with the bat? Will they give him it? Like a look thing? Must be.
遅れてごめん。ねえ、今度はどっちがいい？サッカーとアメフトと3人でやるスポーツ？
You mean football tournament?
ある日の極上スマイルを眺めながらアメフト、いやゲートボールにしなさい。
Okay, episode 7. Right, so the end of the baseball tournament. Specifically for publicity, but it never really ended in anything like that, did it? It was just, you know, she was bored, joined a tournament just to do shit. But I think it did serve some purpose to obviously further the whole dimension kind of thing that opens up every time she is displeased or anything like that, and whatnot. There's not really much to really discuss for this episode because I don't think like there was much story or anything to really analyze or theorize because of that. I guess it was just a baseball game, really. On it. Yeah, I guess Migaru just sort of has fallen into this role of dressing up, even when Haruhi isn't there, to just dress up as soon as she enters the club room. So while she obviously always is sort of in this state of like, especially when Haruhi's around, of like, oh no, please don't do that, I think secretly she kind of likes it. So I feel so anyway. Why is the bat so dented? It's like, it's literally like, if you have a look at it, it's so fucking, it's ridiculous. The amount of fucking dents in that thing, it just wouldn't work as a normal bat, because if any of them hit off the dents, you're not getting a full fucking connection on it. Even though they managed to win anyway, but then forfeited. But, you know. So, if Haruhi is supposed to be, like, this almost, like, godlike entity that can basically just wish it so, and you know, it appears. What is it? I mean, she's good at sports and stuff like that, and so she's obviously, like, you know, physically fit, even though she doesn't really, I guess, try. But she had no trouble hitting like 1,000 hits with the baseball when she was practicing. So I'm wondering if she has like any real like stamina sort of deficiency, or like, you know, does she have like just an abundance of like physical prowess that, like, I guess she has the potential to reach, but because she doesn't really try a lot of the time, it's not really, you know, it's not really brought out. I mean, you can see when she's trying, like, before anyone else is really doing anything in the baseball match, she's just like fucking hit, like, she's the only one even doing anything, like even getting them, like almost getting them points. So she must have a lot of like a lot of prowess that she just doesn't use a lot of the time. But yeah, we've got a new character, Surya, who is Mikaru's friend. I'm guessing it's just a you know, one of our classmates, I'm guessing. Speaking of which, Mikaru almost gave it up there. she's from this time, but luckily, you know, Haruhi's a bit of an airhead, so she wouldn't have picked up on that. I also like how Haruhi won't allow Mikaru to have a ponytail because Kyon has a ponytail fetish. God, she's such a fucking tsundere. So yeah, shit was going awry. There was a dimension obviously opening up because she wished for Kon to be the fourth batsman, and he basically wasn't performing like a fourth batsman. So I'm guessing in baseball, I'm not like, you know, I know of baseball, but, you know, I don't know the ins and outs of it really. But I'm guessing there must be something about the fourth batsman that is important. I guess that's normally, I guess, where your ace maybe comes in. So if things aren't going the way you want them to in the first three, you can open it up as like some sort of like strategy. I guess that's where like the ace batsman will probably be or something. I guess so anyway. But he isn't performing the way that she wanted Kyon to, so therefore she was getting displeased. A dimension opened up, and yeah, and they basically had to they had to halt it. They couldn't. So I'm guessing there's no way for the dimension to retreat. The only way to do it is by literally the Espas going in and destroying the creature or whatever. Otherwise, the dimension can't just collapse back. It always has to be, it either expands or it stays the same. I'm guessing so anyway, because I haven't mentioned otherwise. Yeah, fucking Yuki in this episode is great. I love anytime she's in any kind of any situation that requires some form of like, what's the word? Something that's like maybe a lot more active than normally just sitting down reading a book, because she's very she's very nonchalant and very just like, it's very straight-laced, very robotic, you know what I mean? So anything she does just seems like very it's just funny. It's just funny because just the way she acts. So she was great. I loved every time she was on screen doing, like, just being the way she is. Also the fact that she's putting those fucking spells or changing like the information around so that the fucking ball, honestly, some of the fucking moves it was making. The best one was when she was like, So I was waiting for the ball that came here, and then it got like the here, just immediately like zoomed to her hand. It's just like the fuck. It's so stupid, but it's funny. And also they forfeited right at the end. I mean that kind of had to because Itsuki had to go and fight off that that beastie in the other dimension. So they had to forfeit anyway, but they give the bat to the other team, and I'm wondering if the bat still had that information, like spell thing placed on it, and if they, you know, I'm wondering, like, I did write down the team should have used the bat if that was the case, but then again, like, would they not have, would that have been a bit dodgy? Because surely they would know if it's suddenly it just pulled them away, like, towards the ball kind of thing, you know? But yeah. Yeah, a very fun episode. A lot to really discuss, but it was fun nonetheless. So you know, I enjoyed it. It just kind of furthered that the idea behind the dimension things and whatnot. So yeah, and we've got some, you know, we've got a new character in there. And yeah, I wish I kind of wanted Kion's little sister to be a bit more like involved, just you know, more fucking. Just more cutesy scenes with her, but well, hopefully there's time for that yet in other episodes. But yeah, I think that's it. So we're gonna get an episode 8 next. But that was all for this episode. So thank you everyone for watching. In the description below, I have links to certain things. One of them is the Discord. I urge everyone to go over there, especially if you want me to react to a certain show, because that's where pools and things start. And also, if you just want to come to over and talk to me, the community are free to do that as well. And Patreon. So if you do want to support me, then you can do it over on Patreon. There's a bunch of different tiers and rewards that, depending on what you support me with, you can get. Early access is the most popular one. That's the $5 a month. So for that, you gain access to all of my Patreon shows a week early. And for Psychopass and Code Geass, you get 4 episodes a week, as opposed to the usual 2 that the general public gets. So if you're clamoring for more reactions from me more frequently, early access is the one you want to get. $10 a month, that's the full length. So if you want to see my full length reactions to all the shows I do, that's what you want to get there. Everything I react to gets a full length. $15 a month, that's the exclusive tier patronage. So for that, you get access to another show I'm currently reacting to, which is Parasite, and that's almost finished. So once that's finished, that'll go to the general public, and another show will take its place. It's only exclusive while it's airing. Also, all OVA reactions and all movie reactions go into the exclusive tier as well. $50, that's the elite tier. So every time you pay $50, you get a choice of a show that you want me to react to, and I will react to it. It'll get put in the list, and I'll get round to it eventually. It might take me a while because there's about 7 or 8 shows in there, but I will get round to it. But if you want to jump the queue and go to the very front so that your show gets reacted to next, then you want to get God tier, which is $100. And again, it's the same thing. If you pay, every time you pay, you get a choice here. But that was also, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.